Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely fascinating case study. We're going to look at how artificial intelligence can take a story and just completely reinvent it from the ground up. We're talking about what happens when you take an existing piece of media and ask an AI not just to, summarize it, but to fundamentally remix its DNA into something entirely fresh.
So this brings up a pretty massive question right out of the gate. Can AI actually turn an old story into a new masterpiece? Just imagine taking a classic cast of characters from, say, a Hindi moral story and having AI generate a brand new 100% copyright-free world for them to explore. It kind of sounds like science fiction, right? But as you'll see today, it's a very real, very practical tool for modern creators looking to brainstorm new narratives.
Okay, so we're looking at this incredible prompt. The AI was asked to analyze the Hindi animated story Bindi Ne Thora Aloo Ka Dil, which, by the way, translates to Okra Broke Potato's Heart. And it was told to remix those characters into a fresh adventure. Now, the AI didn't just copy the plot. It actually extracted the core characters and spun up a completely original, copyright-free script that is basically ready for production. So let's hit Section 1. Meet the Veggie cast, from Hindi moral story to AI adventure. We're going to dive right in and see exactly how the AI transformed these classic characters. Let's look at this character evolution. Notice how Aloo, or potato, shifts from this rags to riches romantic lead in the original source into an endearing, slightly clumsy farm hero here. The AI totally strips away the romantic melodrama and retools him perfectly as the protagonist for a lighthearted adventure comedy. And this right here brilliantly illustrates the AI's creative pivoting. Look at Bindi, the okra. In the original tale, she's initially arrogant and materialistic. But in this new version, she loses that arrogance. Instead, she becomes this relatable, highly stressed perfectionist event planner who just wants to do everything herself. It makes her so much more sympathetic for a modern audience, while still giving her a very clear, grounded flaw to overcome. Now let's move to our antagonist and see how this builds. Biggin, the eggplant. He actually retains his villainous core, but he's cleverly recast. Instead of a deceitful romantic rival, he becomes a jealous, wealthy merchant from a neighboring town who's out to ruin the village's big day. It's a classic family-friendly villain trope, expertly applied by the AI to fit the new stakes of the story. To round out the cast, the AI turns Shimla, the capsicum, into this overly dramatic sidekick, which, let's be honest, is absolute gold for comic relief. Meanwhile, Bapu transitions perfectly from a worried elder into the wise old village chief. The AI really recognized the archetypes in the original source and just flawlessly mapped them to this brand new world. Moving on to Section 2, the Veggie Fair Heist, Trouble at the Festival. Now that we have our characters, let's explore the narrative drive the AI constructed for them in a story it appropriately titled The Great Veggie Village Rescue. The AI sets up this fantastic, really fast-paced conflict right in the first scene. While Bindi is stressing out over the decorations, insisting the tomato lanterns aren't high enough, the evil Baigan sneaks into the main tent. Literally twirling his green stem like a villainous mustache, he steals the village treasure, the golden watering can, hoping to completely ruin the festival. What I absolutely love about this part is how the AI establishes the story's core theme super early on. It uses this great line from Bapu to warn Bindi about trying to do everything all by herself. A single vegetable cannot make a whole salad. I mean, it's just a brilliant piece of dialogue that perfectly anchors the emotional journey of our characters. But back to the action. Bagan accidentally knocks over a basket of peas and flees the scene, and Bindi totally panics, blaming herself. But then, our hero, Aloo, bravely steps up. Why? Because he spots a crucial clue, the thief's purple footprints. As Aloo notes, only one vegetable leaves purple footprints. The game is officially afoot. Which brings us right to Section 3, Catching the Purple Thief, Brains Over Fists. This is the climax of the AI's script, where our heroes learn they really have to use their brains over their fists. The chase leads Aloo and Shimla deep into the spooky Whispering Woods, where they finally confront the much larger Bingin. Knowing they can't win a physical fight, Shimla provides this amazing comedic distraction. He literally jumps out of the bushes and insults Bingin's purple fashion sense. This prompts a hilariously vain response from Bangin, who just screams out, "I am the most handsome vegetable in the valley." So the absolutely crucial point here is that the AI writes a clever resolution using teamwork and brains instead of brawn. While Shimla is doing this silly dance to distract the vain eggplant, Alu sneaks up right from behind. He grabs a vine and literally lassos the bag right out from under the distracted Bengon. With a quick shout to run, our heroes make a thrilling escape, leaving the villain totally trapped in some thorny bushes. He's just screaming at them as they successfully secure the golden watering can. It's perfectly paced, classic cartoon action, and it was entirely envisioned by the AI. Finally, we have Section 4, Bringing It to Life, Morals and Production Tips. Let's look at the conclusion and see how this builds into some highly actionable takeaways for anyone actually looking to produce this newly generated story. Back at the village, the festival is saved. Vindi apologizes for judging her clumsy friends, finally realizing that she just can't do it all alone. The festival kicks off, the characters dance, and the AI delivers this perfect, thematic closing moral. Teamwork makes the best recipe. It ties a neat little bow right back to Bapu's earlier salad metaphor. But here's the kicker. The AI doesn't just stop at writing the script. It actually acts as a creative collaborator by giving you these highly specific visual and audio production tips. For instance, it suggests giving Alu a cute little farmer's hat and throwing a superhero cape on Shimla for comedic effect. It even recommends sneaky Pink Panther-style music for Bangan scenes. The AI is literally thinking like a director here, helping animators bring the whole world to life. By analyzing just a single source video, the AI successfully built an entirely new, engaging, and completely legally safe narrative structure that creators can use right away. It extracted the essence of those characters, but completely left the copyrighted baggage behind, offering up a totally fresh canvas. This workflow honestly changes how we look at storytelling and pre-production. The barrier to entry for creative brainstorming has literally never been lower. Which leaves us with one final thought. If teamwork makes the best recipe, how are you going to team up with AI for your next project? How can you use it as your own creative partner to remix your ideas? Definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you on the next one.